Hi there, it's Donna from Taffy Crafting. This is honestly the third time I've tried to film this video. It just happens from time to time. If you regularly watch me, you know that sometimes I have technical issues, and I have a Samsung phone and it just won't record for any longer than about 10 minutes, and it just reaches a certain temperature and cuts out. So I was making this really pretty card, and I'm hoping that you'll let me just kind of carry on where I've left off with the card, and you should be able to see what I've done. I'm going to be using these, not all of them. This is a pack of 3 tubs of sequins, £14, which I think this is quite a bargain. If you were making several special cards, there are loads in here. And I'm quite impressed with the value for money for these. And I'm going to be using these in my card. I've never made a shaker card before. Tried to make one with the Jar of Flowers stamp set from last year or the year before and wasn't very good at it. And I think that I've finally got the hang of making these shaker cards. And Stampin' Up are making it a little bit easier for us. So we've got, let's put those to one side, we've got our sequins. And we have got the Bottled Happiness bundle. So here's the stamp set, which I absolutely love, and the punch that goes with it. Now, in a YouTube live not long ago, probably about 2-3 weeks ago, I used this stamp set and punch to make these cards, and I just absolutely love the colourway of them. Just love what you could do with them, but not a shaker card. And that's what I'm going to do here. Now, I did start filming it and it stopped. So we're going to have another go. I was so chuffed with these, so chuffed. So this was the start of my first attempt, which went wrong because I forgot to glue this bit down. So it's all glued down here, this bit, but forgot to glue it here. But there are my sequins in there. But I didn't like the pink. And I think sometimes you do have to experiment with things to see what works. I think with these, I was just incredibly lucky with how quickly I just chose the colours at random. I think on a Facebook Live, I actually invited the people that were watching, right, give me some colours. And that's what they gave me. And actually, they turned out really well. And this design I'm going to use for a card. I'm going to a wedding next Saturday, and I'm going to use this design as a card, but I'm going to actually make a bigger card. I don't normally make wedding cards, but this one, so that's as far as I got, but I didn't like the colour, so I decided I was going to use the green. And then I started making this, and then the camera gave way. Let me show you what I've got. I've got a really simple card base, my usual size card base of 8 1/4 by 5 3/4, scored down the long side at 4 1/8. So we've got that, and there's a little bit of stamping there. I'll tell you in a moment where that's come from. What I've forgotten to tell you is why I'm making it, and I'm making it because it's Share It on a Sunday, and I do share it on a Sunday with 2 of my fellow Stampin' Up demonstrators. That's Crafty Karen Designs and Vicky Lou Designs. And twice a month on a Sunday we pick a particular theme and we make something towards that theme. Now, today's theme was supposed to be the whitewash technique, and it never happened. It just never materialised. I think it was because some of us didn't have the bits and pieces that we need to do it. So we said, well, look, let's just have an anything goes. We'll just do something. And I thought, oh, that's good, because I wanted to do this shaker card. So I'll tell you what that bit of stamping is in a moment. I'll put that to one side. So this is a piece of card that measures 3 7/8 by 5 1/2. And what I did is that I took the bottle punch, slipped it onto that card, and then punched it. And then I got the 2 stamps. And so I stamped this one first. So it goes that way. No, does it? It goes that way. I stamped that one first, and I stamped that in fresh freesia. And then you stamp that one over the top of it, and these little flowers fit inside each of these flowers. And I really love the effect of that. The only thing about this, I think it was just slightly lopsided. It needed to be a little further around that way. So this is Fresh Freesia and this is Pear Pizzazz. And then I've just stamped the sending a little message onto the top left-hand corner there. So now I'm ready to do my shaker part of it. And the first thing that I need is the domes that go with that. So I've got, I can't remember how many you get. Gosh, that type is small. You get 10 of these. Oh, sorry about the crinkly noise. So there's my dome. So Stampin' Up make this super easy, super easy for you by creating that dome. I'm going to have a go at some other shaker, more traditional shaker style cards, but this one really makes it easy for you. So what we're going to do, we've got some backing paper here with adhesive under that, and then some backing paper here with adhesive under that. So your card sticks there and your card sticks there. I think I've actually got two, I've got two stuck together there, no. So what I'm going to do is, there's the top, so I'm going to take that off, which isn't easy. That's it, you just need to suddenly grab a bit that comes off. So there we are, there's that. And we are going to put that on there like that. And there you go. Now the other thing that I did that I should have showed you before I put that on there, before I put that dome on there, I just stamped in soft sea foam with the bottle stamp, and I just stamped about 2/3 of it, and I stamped it through where I'd punched and stamped it through there. So I just want to burnish that score line a little bit more. Like that. So that's going to sit on there. So what we need to do is get our sequins on here. And what I forgot to do is put any glue on here. And then I'm going to take the backing off of there and then stick it down. So let's get my green sequins. To put those on there like that. And they're all sticking to my hand. Now, people always leave me tips. And you know, I don't sit on here pretending to be the best crafter in the world, because I'm not. And sometimes people in the comments leave me tips and they say, "Oh Donna, you could have done this. Why don't you try this next time?" And it's really helpful. Really helpful. So if you see something going on here, if you know a simpler way of getting these sequins into the bottle or into the dome, please leave me a comment. I would be really interested to know how to do that. I just found one in my mouth as I touched my face. So that's going to go on there like that. I need to put some glue on it first. I'm just going to put a couple more in. And if I had some more time, I would take a little bit more time just to make sure that I've got enough sequins on there. So I'm going to push those on there like that. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to get my liquid glue. And I'm just going to take the backing off here. And then get some glue going here. Now there is a blog post that goes with this that has all of the details of all of the products that I've used, and there'll be links to those directly to my website. And if you are in the UK, France, Germany, Austria or Holland, you can order through my website. So I'm just going to very carefully, I've got that central one there. Very difficult when I can't get my head over it to see what's going on. And there we have it. I love a shaker card. I absolutely love a shaker card. It just really gives a lot more interest to the card, and it's actually not too difficult. So there we go. So link to the to my blog, and also in my blog are links to Karen and Victoria's projects, so you can have a look at what they've made for Anything Goes for Share It on a Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you've liked this video, please give me a subscribe or a like or a comment. Any interaction is very gratefully received, and I'll be back again soon with another project. See you then. Bye bye.